say that, girl, don't tell me you could say that shit. All she want is payback for the way I always play that shit.
Alright, so today was a pretty fucking eventful day, dude. Like, oh my fucking god. Today kind of fucking sucked ass, to be honest. You know, as you guys do know, I do wake up at a relatively early time to get into work. I do work at Target. I think I've said this numerous fucking times to people that, you know, at least to you guys, you know what I mean? You know, I do know my YouTube subs are kind of, you know, are not ignorant to the fact that I do work at Target. But don't worry, today's not me bitching about work or anything like that. Today is just me bitching about what happened before I went to work today. So I was in my bed. It was about at least 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. The point is, I still had, like, you know, relatively, I kind of thought that I knew I had a couple more minutes, even an hour to sleep. So I have my alarm on for 4 o'clock every morning, 4 o'clock a.m., because I had to be into work before 5 o'clock. Now, to make things easier, and because of the fact that I'm too lazy to go out there and get my license, my bum ass has to carpool with my dad. So me and him basically go to work at the same time. We do work in different places, and I know it kind of is, you know, this is not going to be his fault entirely, because I did happen to fucking do a very, 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 very stupid thing. Because I know people that probably work at these type of places and go in to any workplace relatively early. I know you know what it's like to hear your alarm and then kind of be like, oh, you know, fuck this bullshit. Like, you would know that it's kind of hard for you to get up every single morning, you know, like, not every single morning, just there is those mornings where you're just like, man, this is, you know, I should be trying to get a better job somewhere else. And, you know, I do kind of like working at Target because it's not too bad. You know, it's kind of easy. It's not really the hardest thing to be doing. I do unload trucks, I do heavy stuff like that, but it's not like it's, you know, the most labor-inducing thing to do anywhere. That's for any type of job. You know, those construction workers out there probably do a lot more than I do. Pretty sure they really do way more than I do. I hear my dad rustling around. You know, I hear him moving around, and I'm like, wait, what fucking time is it? I look at my fucking phone, dude, and it's 4:26, and I'm like, okay. Fuck. That's what I said when I woke up. I was like, oh, fuck. You know, like, I was so shocked. I was like, oh my god, like, how did I fucking sleep to my alarm, dude? Like, that was the number one thing. I slept to my fucking alarm, basically. Because usually, you know, when you wake up and, you know, you don't want to, like, wake up at that moment, you kind of just put your phone on snooze. And you put your alarm on snooze so it doesn't, you know, so it can wake you up again. I guess I forgot to put it back on snooze when I woke up a little bit too early, and the alarm just didn't go off, because when I looked at my phone, it literally told me that there was no alarm set or anything like that. But I thought that, you know, with my iPhone, I thought it automatically, depending on the button you push, or like depending on one button you push, it automatically, you know, puts it to a snooze function, and then it just snoozes 5 minutes later, you know. So I'm assuming instead of the snooze button, I put the stop button, and my alarm did not go off again. And I'm like, oh well, I'm fucked. So I hear my dad leaving, and literally it's just like that scene in Billy Madison, like where he's sitting there waiting for the bus, and the bus just like passes him by. That's basically how I felt. I fucking go out, I look out my window, and my dad is just zooming out the driveway, and I'm like, oh well. Yeah, that happened this morning. I swear, okay, this is good. Like, this will be the last time you have to do this, because I'm fucking dead ass getting my license within, you know, maybe this week or next week. Or I kind of said I was going to get it the week I came back from Vegas, so that's probably what I'm going to end up doing anyway. I'm getting destroyed right now because I'm so focused on telling this story, and, you know, that's just going to be my excuse for now. So, to say the least, it was a very, very, very eventful morning. I wasn't late to work or anything, you know, I kind of left right on time, you know, so I wasn't, you know, don't worry, I wasn't late for work, I didn't get in trouble. But there was one thing that did happen also during work that kind of fucking, it didn't piss me off, but it was kind of just like, you know, wow, that's, it's kind of fucked up. Coming up in the next week or two, I'm going to be heading out to Vegas once again, just like I headed out to Vegas in February for my birthday. Now I'm going to be celebrating my dad's birthday. My dad wants to head out to Vegas, so we're going to head out to Vegas for him. We're going to go have just a fucking amazing time, go out there, chill, you know what I mean, for his birthday. He kind of just wants to go because the World Cup starts, and usually when the World Cup and stuff like that starts, usually my dad picks to go on weekends where there's like a big event going on, such as like, well, not all the time, but it's crazy because I see a trend here where last time we went to Vegas during my birthday, it was Super Bowl weekend, and we went that Super Bowl weekend, and my dad was going to bet. I mean, he did bet, but he lost because he said something. He bet in some certain way that, you know, if he would have so the score had to be a certain score, and I guess they fucked up and the score wasn't the way it is, so he lost. He didn't win anything, but he was playing. He was playing something. He was playing some type of gambling thing, some type of slot machine or something like that. And he won I think he said he won like $80 on it or some shit like that. So he kind of lucked out in that sense. So when you say if you're working retail or working anywhere, if you want to take time off, you want to take a week, if you just want to take your vacation has to be the minimum and maximum of a week. Basically, you can take a fucking 4 or 5 day vacation or 3 day vacation, but usually with your vacation hours, since you don't get as much, you kind of like just might as well just do 1 week a year. You know what I mean? That's really not too bad. I believe by next year, actually by November of this year, I should be a second year, and I should automatically get another vacation. More vacation hours. But so basically, if you do want to go out, say you're going to go out for a long period of time, whether it be 2 days or whether it be 3 days, you have to let your supervisors and your store know that you're going to be gone for those days and you're going to be gone for that week. If you don't do that at a certain amount of time, they can either say you did it too late, so you're not allowed to get the time off, or you can either just get the time off and you can't get it paid. So one of my supervisors, hey, I sent in some time off. It's like in 2 weeks. I kind of need it done because if I don't know if it's accepted yet, my mom and dad need to know, because I have to let them know before a certain time, because we got to do this, we got to book that, which everything's already booked. We already have everything booked. So I'm kind of like kind of just saying hurry up. So I tell my mom that they didn't book all this shit for nothing, that I'm actually going. I don't want to have them book everything and then have me not go, because I really do want to go. I actually can't wait to go to Vegas, man. I missed it so fucking much. But yeah, so I let her know, and then she tells me, I tell her why haven't you accepted it? What's going on? And she's over here like, oh, well, now that I didn't know, you requested time off, and I'm like, really? I requested it a month ago, so I'm pretty sure you guys kind of knew, and then she starts telling me that, oh, well, we got to find someone to cover you, blah blah blah. And I'm in my head, I didn't tell her this, in my head I'm like, isn't that the whole purpose of me sending in my request a month or 2 months prior? Because you can actually have those 2 or 3 months to actually find someone to cover my shifts. The only days that they really need to worry about are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, which are the days that I'm always there. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I'm always there at the store, because those are the days that we usually get our trucks that have all our stuff in it. So we have to unload the truck, stock it on the floor, all this other shit. So those are the days they really have to worry about. So that's why I don't understand why me asking for a week off was like, I got stuck. Jesus Christ. I didn't understand why it was such a big deal. But it was whatever. So literally, I'm asking her all these questions. I'm talking to her, having a conversation, and she literally tells me, she's like, oh, we kind of just ignore those requests and we kind of just let them deny themselves. Yeah. So today was a very, very eventful day. So and also I got my mom her birthday gift today. So I got her one of those little Samsung rechargeable pads, those fast charge pads. She loved it. She actually grew up, she smiled, she loved it. And I actually, I'm actually happy. It was kind of a shot in the dark, to be honest. I kind of didn't know what to get her, but I remember her wanting that for a very long time, and I knew she didn't have it, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just get her this. So yeah, so my mom's birthday is Wednesday, my dad's birthday is on a Saturday, I believe, June 16th. So I have a lot of birthdays to deal with this month, so I'm actually kind of happy. There's going to be a lot of things we're going to be doing in Vegas. I do not... But you guys enjoyed today's video, man. I'm going to be doing COD a little bit more frequently, because like I said, this is the the game. I'm so sorry if this invitation keeps coming up, man. I get a lot of people inviting me to Fortnite most of the time. Usually her, because she likes to play a lot. Yesterday's video, I just do want to make a disclaimer. Yesterday's video wasn't like me being sad about what was going on or anything like that, but I do appreciate some of the people that reached out to me today that were actually asking me, hey man, if you need somebody, just talk to me. I had one of my closest friends do that, my friend Angel. He hit me up talking about, hey man, if you need someone to talk to, just go ahead and hit me up, talk to me about anything. And some other people reached out to me on Twitter. One of my old friends reached out to me on Facebook as well too. People were just like, hey man, relax, I hope everything goes well, blah blah blah. But this was a really past time, you know what I mean? It wasn't really recent, it was pretty past, you know what I mean? So I'm not really worried about it, but thank you guys for reaching out though. I do appreciate it. Like I said, guys, keep up with the support, all this other stuff, and yeah, as always guys, Fiction's out.